As if this couldn't make it any more obvious. And worst of all, I own a Loungefly. But I wanted to take this Disney obsession and put it into my book obsession. And I have so many Disney books that I want to read, but I've yet to do so. Disney, they have their own publishing thing. I've seen so much about this book. I need to know. I need to know what is going on. I also love Tinkerbell. The art is stunning. All right, I just made the short where it's like seeing how much I can read in 1 hour, and I started this, and I got 118 pages in, which that is not my usual speed. I apparently was Lightning McQueen, I was Sonic the Hedgehog, I was the Flash, but I think it's also because of the text size and how much I already knew. Like, I know the characters, I know the world. It's written in a way where it's easily understandable, but I am loving it so far. I am so excited to pick this back up. I was kind of mad when the timer went off just because I wanted to keep reading this. But I also think it's good that I did this challenge starting the book, because I think if I was in the middle, it just would have, I don't know, felt like progress was being made in the book. Where here, the first 50 pages, I was a little bored. And then the plot picked up a little bit. And I don't know when that short is going to be edited and put out to the world, but... Okay, so I have less than 100 pages left, and oh my god, like, it's a love story. It's a love story, and I love that. But of course, it's like they're forbidden lovers. But the more I'm reading, I'm trying how the thing to Mallory is gonna happen, because if you've seen the movie, and then Elvina, who's like the queen before Clarion, hate her. Chat, I think it's about to happen. I think the thing to Mallory is about to happen. I forgot that this was gonna be like a sad thing. Like, I knew in the beginning it was gonna be sad, and then I guess as I kept reading it, I was like, oh, this is so cute. Everything's so cute. I'm so stressed. It literally has to happen any moment now, and I'm just bracing. I finished it. I think, well, like, no, I didn't know. Like, I eventually know where their story ends up, but I didn't know how much would have happened in the books. Maybe you just could have a happy ending, but no, they had to make it sad. And my thing is also with prequels where they have to explain every little thing ever, and this didn't do that. Obviously it answered some big questions we had, and I really appreciate that, and it felt natural. Like sometimes it feels forced. Like, everything felt really natural, and I appreciate that, especially when it is a prequel, because it has something to live up to. The overall story, I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the romance. Oh my goodness. I also just love Pixie Hollow. Like, hello. I will be watching Secret of the Wings right after I talk to y'all. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.75. Like, it was really good. If you like fairies, like, even if you didn't grow up watching the Tinkerbell movies and you just like fairies and magic and all of that, I feel like this book could still be really enjoyable. Also, Mallory, like, I know he's like so much older than me. Chat, I just went to Barnes & Noble and I got Hour of the Pumpkin Queen. I didn't even know they came out with a second book in this world. What am I talking about? It's literally The Nightmare Before Christmas. But I read the first one when it came out 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago. This is really thrilling and exciting, and the sprayed edges are really cool. And I'm gonna be honest, all I really remember about the first book was Sally and the Sandman. I'm on page 100 of Hour of the Pumpkin Queen, and I'm liking it for sure. I don't know if it's like my favorite book ever or whatever. I'm definitely not the target age group for this book, and that's fine. I don't mind it. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I really don't mind revisiting this world. As much as I would love a second movie, these will do. These will do, because we do explore so much of the world. There was like 4th of July land was mentioned, and like St. Patrick's Day land was mentioned. There was like a pilgrim in Halloween Town. Shock, Lock, and Barrel make an appearance, which is really awesome. I love them. I think they're so silly, so goofy. So it was great to see a cameo from them. I love Jack and Sally's relationship, so that is really awesome and exciting. I feel like I'm more invested in the romance between them. I don't really care about the plot. I'm reading this for the wrong reason. but sometimes it's more fun when you just get a little sliver of the romance and it makes it that much more exciting. So, whatever, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Hey Chad, did you miss me? I finished, what is it? Hour of the Pumpkin Queen. I actually finished it a few days ago, but I wanted to like sit and think about it because I'm very clearly not the target demographic for this book, but I just love The Nightmare Before Christmas, so that is why I decided to pick up this book and read it. And I read the first one and I enjoyed it, but wouldn't say it was my favorite book of all time. I think I'm just not going to rate this book, which is kind of crazy because I am just so conflicted. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I did. I just kind of didn't really care for the actual plot and the whole time traveling thing. I think I liked the first book more. I really didn't care for this whole like time traveling plot. I will say there was a twist villain that kind of got me, but I really just wanted Jack and Sally. I just love their romance. They are so perfect, and those were really the only parts of the book I enjoyed. It's cool seeing all the other towns, but sometimes it just like got to a point I'm like, "Oh my goodness, we're in another town again." I'm eating this up. So we have Ren and we have Fitz. And Ren, like homeschooled growing up, really sheltered as a child, goes to Corona College, which, if you don't know, Corona is the kingdom in Tangled. Oh, yeah, this is like based off of Tangled, but like Disney has published this. It's like a whole little series they have. They have Cinderella, they have Beauty and the Beast, they have Ariel. Fitz, like, he already had, like, he called her like Sweden or something. He doesn't really seem like a bad boy like he is in the movie, which it's just there's I'm gonna compare it to Tangled because obviously that is what this is meant to represent and be. So I will make comparisons. Obviously changes are gonna be made, but I'm wondering if there is more to Fitz. Also, is Fitz even his real name? Because no, no. I was thinking Flynn Fitz as in Flynn Rider, but then I remember his actual name is Eugene Fitzherbert, so that makes sense. What am I saying? But yeah, I had to update because I'm so excited to like keep reading, but I didn't want to forget any of my thoughts. 5 stars. 5 stars. Five stars. Five. It was perfect. It was amazing. Ren and Fitz were like actually perfect and amazing. The story was great. The references, some of them were very on the nose, like Fitz's truck being named Max. Yeah. But there was like they were going to like the festival, and that took me a little bit to piece two and two together on like, oh, that actually is a reference to the movie, and then just like add that. And also, this is a closed door romance. And I think for like cheesy little romance books, I think I prefer them closed door. But I still like dark romances to have spice. But I think I'm discovering something about my book taste. It was dual POV, but third person. You know what? I didn't care. I didn't mind it being in third person, which is also a risk of when I read a dual POV book is I usually end up liking the male main character's POV more. But I liked Ren's POV as well. And I feel like they matched their characters from the movie very, very well. And it's just, like this book made me realize why I love to read. I think that's gonna be the last book for this video. So I hope you enjoyed watching me be a Disney adult. I'm gonna go watch Tangled. Y'all can join me if you want to. Sleepover tonight, pull up.